There are a lot of awesome things happening with Persona and Atlus, including an updated look into the release windows for the rest of 2024 for major Atlus games, more Persona DLC, and some excellent work being done at bringing back one of Persona 3 Portable's most endearing features into Persona 3 Reload. We're covering a lot here, but before we get into all that, just want to mention that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be launching in less than a week, and if you would like the most complete digital edition of that game for free, consider entering into my giveaway of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Digital Deluxe Edition. All information is linked in the description. Atlus has had an incredible year so far in 2024, with the incredible commercial and critical acclaim of Persona 3 Reload. And well, it looks like they're just getting started. We've got a lot of games to cover, so for those interested in more of Atlus's games, definitely keep an eye out for Unicorn Overlord, a tactical role-playing game that is developed by Vanillaware, releasing on March 8th this year on the Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation platforms. This game's iconic art style is reminiscent of Vanillaware's older works like Dragon's Crown, but instead of an arcade beat-em-up design like the aforementioned title, Unicorn Overlord seeks to merge the studio's signature artwork with tactical role-playing gameplay, so if that's anything that you may be interested in, definitely check out the game when it launches next month, and also consider downloading the demo that's available right now on the Switch. You'll even be able to transfer your demo progress to the full game when it launches on March 8th, although the demo is only available for Switch players. For fans of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, we have a definitive version of SMT5 coming out on June 21st for the Switch, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation platforms in Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. This marks the first time the game will be able to be played on other platforms after originally being a Switch exclusive, as SMT5 released in November 2021. SMT5 Vengeance is adding a ton of additional new features that will add even more to the existing experience, including an additional chapter which will establish 2 complete story paths for the game. According to Atlus's press release, this new story route averages 80 hours of gameplay, totaling a combined 160 hours of content with the existing story included. There are new locations being added as well, along with various quality of life updates, including the ability to save anywhere. Now, I know many of you Persona fans are also into the Shin Megami Tensei games. After all, Persona did spawn from these games as an adjacent franchise. But for those who have yet to try Shin Megami Tensei, definitely try to check out Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. This series, while very different from the more character-driven and social sim-heavy elements of the Persona series, shares numerous qualities that you may find appealing. For all you SMT fans out there, let me know what you think about Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance in the comments. Later this year in fall 2024, developed by Studio Zero, an all-star ensemble of legendary developers who worked on the numerous Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games in years past, will release Metaphor Refantasio, a massive new role-playing game featuring numerous elements from Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games, including combat mechanics, a calendar system, and equivalents to the social links and social stats of their respective games. This game takes place in a medieval European-inspired setting that serves as a mirror to the modern-day backdrop of the real world, following a non-silent protagonist who sets off on a journey to protect his kingdom, all while overcoming a number of obstacles and forging many alliances and friendships with companions he meets along the way. This truly sounds like an ambitious blend of Persona elements along with medieval fantasy, and I cannot wait for this game to release later this year for the PC, Xbox Series platforms, and PlayStation 4 and 5. I will be doing a giveaway of this game once we have an official release date, so let me know in the comments if you're interested in checking out this game later this year. Expected in fiscal year 2025, which ranges from October 1st, 2024 until September 30th, 2025, we have Persona 5 The Phantom X, a turn-based RPG that is yet another spin-off of Persona 5 that takes place in a parallel universe that is developed by Blackwing's game studio, with deep involvement by Atlus. While the game has only been marketed in Asia, according to Persona insider Midori on Twitter, she claims that the game will contain a global release. The game will be made available on multiple platforms, like iOS and Android, with no mention on whether the game will make its way to other platforms. So that's what we can expect to see from Atlus as far as full game releases in 2024, with the Phantom X potentially releasing into 2025, but that doesn't mean that we won't get more Persona content this year. According to Midori on Twitter, DLC for Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5 Tactica are in development and are likely to be released later this year and perhaps into 2025. Again, I've stated this in previous videos, but let me just state that Midori is one of the best insiders on the internet, as she has an unbeatable track record of accurately reporting Persona and other JRPG information before these titles officially get released. So just know going forward that there is a high degree of certainty that whatever she discloses is likely to be true. According to Midori, Persona 5 Tactica is getting more DLC, along with Persona 3 Reload getting more DLC support, including the Answer chapter from Persona 3 FES. While we don't yet know what additional DLC Tactica and Persona 3 Reload are getting, Midori did state that publisher Sega wanted to push out Persona 3 Reload DLC in a manner similar to that of Lost Judgment, where several DLC packs added story content and various other side quests to the game, extending the shelf life of that title. The most unfortunate news Midori had for many players of Persona 3 was that Atlus was currently not considering implementing Kotone Shiomi, Persona 3 Portable's female protagonist, in Persona 3 Reload's future DLC. While many Persona fans are angered by this omission, a set of fans have taken the matter into their own hands, crafting an ambitious mod that adds the female protagonist to Persona 3 Reload. While this is only a mod and is in its early stages, her inclusion in the footage we've seen thus far looks absolutely incredible. For those interested in checking this mod out and keeping up with the incredible progress, here is the mod's main page on github.com, covering the entire development of this ambitious mod. Links to this mod's website and Faz's video showcasing this mod in action can be found in the video description for you to explore. The creators of this mod are on a mission, and they address it nicely in this statement. Our quests span across realms, from 3D modeling to UI design, from rewriting texts to reanimating cutscenes. The page also humorously states, "We did what Atlus didn't," a humorous ode back to the console wars in the 90s where Sega famously put it, "Genesis does what Nintendo don't." While it's understandably frustrating that Atlus may not be considering putting Kotone in Persona 3 Reload, it's important to showcase the hard work and dedication that fans have shown into doing what the developers are not. Clearly, the female protagonist's omission from Persona 3 Reload has upset a lot of fans, and while it's frustrating that we may never get an official release of the character across all platforms, this ambitious mod, one that adds back her dialogue, social links, and story elements, is proof enough that the fans are keeping the female protagonist's heart and spirit alive, even when it seems the developers of Persona 3 Reload may not be listening. Perhaps one day, Atlus will seriously take the fans' calls and hopes to heart and implement Kotone in the game later down the road. But in the meantime, we have the hardworking and dedicated Persona fans to thank for their unwavering commitment to preserving one of Persona 3's most adored components. For more on even more Persona remakes and remasters from Atlus, check out this video and stay tuned to the channel for more Persona updates and content going forward. And I will see all you good people real soon in the next one.